Let's honor the September full moon, the harvest moon, by celebrating ourselves with this September full moon ritual jar. Stay tuned for a complete rundown of how you can make your own and how you can celebrate the wins in life. Hi all, I'm Anya with the Season of Anya, and welcome to my channel where we are building a killer community where together we heal ourselves through yoga, magic, and witchcraft. Little fun fact for you. The term harvest moon refers to the full moon that is closest to the start of the autumn season. But more of a fun fact is actually that farmers, before times of electricity, used to rely on this full moon light in order to harvest their crops late into night. Days are getting shorter, nights are getting longer. So, with the spirit of Mabon and fall equinox, it's time to actually celebrate ourselves for once and our accomplishments and our wins and anything we can possibly think of. Because guess what, witches? We are really starting to shift towards the dark half of the year now, and with that means, well, I don't know about you, but things get a little dark around here, so keep it light, keep it happy, and keep it positive. Before we continue, comment below and let me know, how are you gonna celebrate yourself this season? Now, the magic of this full moon ritual is really about making the jar. I don't have a specific ritual in mind for making this jar, but rather the intention is, the magic, I should say, is about the intentions you are putting inside it and how you're making it and how you're connecting with it. Now, here's the catch. Once you make your jar, at least once a week for the next full moon cycle, so meaning the next 28 days, you gotta put at least one other thing in that jar week by week, at least. The reason we're doing that is because we are connecting with the spirit of celebrating ourselves. So that means for a whole month, you gotta have one nice thing to say about yourself once a week. So I think we can all do that, but just letting you know. As far as the ingredients go, really, all you need is a jar. If you have an upcycled jar, better yet. Here is one that I am currently working on, and we actually made this with our coven. It's an old, some type of Italian sauce jar. Of course, the Italian gets the Italian jar, ha ha ha. So, what did I put in my spell jar? Well, to start, I took 3 pieces of upcycled fabric and actually did a little bit of a knot spell in them. So I braided them up, and as I was braiding them, I was just putting some good intention in there. Things I liked about myself, good energy about myself. If you have nice words to say nice words. I love myself, I honor myself, I love myself. I don't know, you know, you can, or just simply sitting there and just being like, yeah, I'm all right, I'm cool. I'm imperfect, but I'm cool. I don't even know if you can see me. This is apparently me braiding. I don't remember exactly what this is called. I want to say pop it, but I know that's not the right word. But we are going to call it a sunshine and happiness bundle of joy. Because that's what it is. And that's what I've been working on this whole year. Trying to be a little bit more happy, a little less dark, if you know what I'm saying. So, in the jar it goes. Next, I wrote a couple little things down on a piece of paper and just said something nice about myself. Quite frankly, I don't remember what I wrote, but in the moment, I felt good. And when in doubt too, if you're trying to refill your jar and you have nothing to put in it, write another note to yourself, but do it. Next, I have a Leo sticker because I am a self-obsessed Leo. Oh yeah. If you have anything, whether it's a sticker or not, something that represents your zodiac, something that represents who you are, that you're passionate about, power word, anything like that, in it goes. Now this next item I'm really excited to have been able to put in my jar. It is a full shed, well not a full shed, but it's some snake skin shedding that 2 of our coven members donated, kind of in our, like, we'll call it our arts and crafts, or our odds and ends kind of bin, if you will. Snake skin is, of course, to represent transformation. The last 365 days for me have been a season of transformation. So, oh yeah, that was going in my spell jar. A couple other things that I have in there are some crystals. I have amethyst, I have lapis lazuli. I also have some little skulls in there just to represent my balance of working with the light and the dark aspects of myself. I have a little bit of mugwort for intuition, and I have an evil eye just for making sure that I protect myself and my energy at all costs. Couple other things that you could definitely add into your spell jar. It could be a tarot card that you're really vibing with. If you're trying to really manifest and celebrate that high priestess energy of yours, throw that in there. You could also do salt if you've gone through a season of purge or purification, whether it's a sobriety, whether it's clean eating, whether it's anything that represents purification. You could throw some honey in there, whether it's for love or if it's for connection to the divine, almost as an offering. You work with a deity and you've had a really impactful season with them. Print out a little picture and print it in there and throw it in your jar. That's something you should celebrate because it represents your spiritual practice. I also have a toy army dude that I took out somewhere. He's actually on my altar right now, so he's not currently in there. Bad witch. But, and that's to represent me trying to encourage a little bit more of a spirit of playfulness into my life, because I actually can be quite serious and a little bit of a downer from time to time. So I've been really working on that, and I am quite proud of that. So that's kind of the gist of it. And then again, make it under the full moon or right around that time. You can be a couple days late. It's okay. Spirit will not get mad at you. Make your jar. Connect with it, put some love into it, give it a good shake, and connect with it at least once a week before the next lunar cycle. So let me know, witches, what are you gonna put in your spell jar? Thank you so much for subscribing to the season of Anya. So much love and gratitude to you all on this journey, and I will catch you on the next one.